Welcome back to SHEMSS. In this episode, we are building a deck. Before we start building the deck, we need to stain our materials, such as deck boards, stairs, and support beams. Depending on local building code, structural decking material may need to be pressure treated. Although our material is stained and treated, it is not pressure treated apart from some small parts. We are using Douglas Fir for our material, and our specific stain type also treats the wood.
Hey guys, my name is Constantine. I'm the owner of KV Construction, and we love working with wood. We have a passion for it, and we're working on this deck out in South Lake Tahoe. We built this deck up to code and specs. We're not here to reinvent the wheel. We're here to read the plans and do it accordingly. We have these two gentlemen. They're working on the stringers right now. Currently, they're putting up the braces and the hangers, making sure everything's level and straight. Here we have installed all the strong ties made by Simpson AC4s. They're holding the beams along with the posts all up to code. On the bottom we have pressure treated wood to prevent it from dry rot. Over here we installed all the hangers up to code on every single joist. This here is our posts for the railing. They are 6x6. We have them all spaced out at a maximum of 6 feet. So right here we have the landing. As soon as you walk down from the stairs, you have 36 inches of landing. That is up to code. The deck is about 13 feet by 27 feet. It's a medium-sized deck. So we build these kinds of decks all the time. This one is custom, but that is not a problem. It is like a walk in the park for us. So right here we got Eddie leveling the post right now. He's checking both sides so it's plumb and level. And if needed, we add little shims underneath or on the bottom so we make sure we get that perfect level. Yeah, they are special deck screws. They have a flatter head so it doesn't stick out as much. They have a special thread on them that it goes in a lot quicker and does not crack the wood as it goes in. Beautiful.
We're using 6x6 posts. So right here is our corner. We need to put a post in here. And we don't have 5.5, which would be our standard 6x6 width. So we're gonna have to split it at 4.25. So to slide it in between the joists. So to notch it, we'll mark the height of the joist, which is 7.5, 2x8. We'll mark it. And we want to leave 4.25, which is our gap width. Just gotta mark that. And we cut out this. Boom. So there's a lot of ways to notch it. Been doing it for a long time, and my favorite way that I've learned lately is with a chop saw. Also, our chop saw has a light built in it, which shows you exactly where the blade is going to go. So you could line up your angle whichever way you need to. So as you see, I have put a mark with my pencil up here, and I just align it with the mark that I have on my chop saw. Sorry. It's always good to have the right tools for everything. And this is the notch. So here we're gonna level the side. If you're screwing it in from this side, I'm gonna look at my level, watch it from this side, so I can move it left to right. It's looking good. Go ahead, Cosena. Once you get that first screw tightened, the whole beam is a little tight, so you could adjust it and move it whichever way you need to get the right level. So we got a good level going every way. As you can see, everything is by level. In this case, we didn't need to use shims, which is great.
So next we have all the posts put up, all level and plumb. Now we're gonna measure out the floor, the deck, see how much material we need, space out the 2x6s correctly, stagger them correctly. And then for the railing, we're gonna be putting in this wild hog in the middle, and we're gonna wrap it and secure it with 2x2s on the side, on each side, and 2x4s on the bottom, and we'll close it up.
So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a 2x6 as our skirt, and instead of the ends just sticking over and being exposed and visible, we're gonna put a 2x6 redwood, one of these that are stained already, up on the edge, about 1.5 inches, which is our thickness of our redwood, and our redwood is gonna butt into our face. So it makes the job, it makes it look more seamless, it makes it look more straight, it's more better look to it than just going over or doing a regular bull nose or what other people do. So for the edge, you kind of want to find a little straighter piece, because this is going to be your face. It's going to be very visible. So you want to look for a piece that doesn't have many nuts or many dings, or you want to find the perfect piece, because this is going to be our face. We're just going to take it on in to our chop saw. So this is going to be our skirt. That's going to be covering our ledger. So you can see like all these, if there's cuts or any damage. So we're going to put it up. And what you want to do, you want to cut your edges. You want to cut them at 45 degrees. So when you're going to have your next one come up to it, so it looks more presentable on the edge and more seamless. So what you want to do here, you want to put up your deck material, redwood. You want to put it up to know the height of your skirt, which is going to be flush, and we're good to go. So for this deck, we're going to use our best friend. It's called Camo. It is a tool that makes your deck all your screws will be hidden and seamless, and it works this way. On the edges, it has spacers. That's going to be your gap in between each redwood piece. As you can see right here, I already open it up. I'm going to put it in, and as you can see here, we have a perfect gap. So you want to make sure this gap is even, so your deck is straight, so it doesn't shift at one end more than another. So what you do with this is very simple. You apply weight on it, so you know the board's pushed down. You're gonna put in these camo screws. They're special screws with a small tip that fit inside your camo. And as you put them in, you're gonna take it from the end and you screw it in from each side. And once that's done, you remove your camo. And as you can see, we have a seamless top. You don't see no screws, but the quality is there. So once we install the skirt, you only want to do one side. because we're gonna start with our deck from this side and we want to go out that way. So we don't know our length yet. So we'll run it all the way to the end, cut it, and install the skirt on the other end at the very end.
Thank you for watching SHEMSS. To build your very own custom home, go to shemss.com.